what I'm cooking. I made some beef stew in the crock pot, and also I was going to teach you how to make some, like thicken the broth, or how you would make gravy. Um, this is going to be a little messy. This is the messy chef. Please follow me. I am disabled, but I can cook. I'm like a trad wife, but I'm not. So I'm a very good cook, and I do it very frugally. So this is a skill that I think people have lost. So what I did here, I'm going to turn this around from me. I know you want to look at me, but we're going to look at what I got here. So this is my crock pot. I don't want any shiznit from the plastic propaganda people, I know, but it's easier to do it this way. So that's a plastic liner, so you don't have to clean up anything. This is homemade beef stew. It's got stew meat in it, some garlic, cooking wine. I substituted that for water. I used a little bit of the beef stew mix. They have these, McCormick's a good one too. What I did was I took some of this broth, right? I took some of this broth out because this is supposed to be a stew, but they never thicken quite right. So I took it out and I put it in the refrigerator. So the reason I put it in the refrigerator, you don't need to see my counter, is that you need it cold. Okay, so this is how you make gravy too. You take the drippings from from whatever meat you just cooked, put some in the fridge. You can put water in the fridge and have cold water, but I didn't want to add more water to make it watery, more watery. So what I'm doing is a way to not have that. So you can do this with flour or cornstarch. I prefer cornstarch. This is where this gets to be a little, here's what we're doing. This is cornstarch. That's my storage. This is the broth. I never learned how to measure things. So I'm just going to see as it goes how it thickens, and this is why I cannot be a baker, right? I'm an improviser. so this is, we're like crooked. I'm working on getting some better equipment. If I get enough followers, I can get some more equipment. So we're making gravy here, or we're thickening a broth. This is cornstarch and the broth. And then you just take this and you add it back to the stew. So you see how it's like a creamy color, and it worked fine. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more cornstarch in there. I like the broth to be kind of pretty thick. So and I'm making a huge mess. My name is the Messy Chef. So shake this up, and I'll show you. We'll go back here. I could have used the cooking wine too. If you don't have this cooking wine, you need it in your life. It's like $5 now in Maryland. It used to be $2.99. But Goya has the best, and it's you can get red or white. The difference between cooking wine and regular wine is that cooking wine has a high level of salt in it, so you want to not drink that, So we're going to add this in. This is not an attractive thing. A lot of cooking, not an attractive thing. And it has to sit for a while, okay? It's already thickening. That's great. So you can see it's starting to turn into more of a stew. And you could do this with, you don't need the beef stew packet. You can do this with onion soup and put everything in there. So what's in here is canned potatoes, fresh carrots, fresh celery, and then this is stew meat. Stew meat is like a low-grade meat, so it's great. You want to cook this on low, you could cook it for at least 8 hours until it's soft. And yeah, so that is that. And then what I'm going to put it over, you could put this over anything, but what I'm going to put it over is some rice. Well, it's not really rice. I do this just for my husband, so we're gonna put this. This is a rice cooker. Again, if you don't have one of these, you need one. This is a mini one for, like, you know, not a big family. But I'll set you down here. You can check out that. You can steam vegetables in there too, which is really cool. So I have here, should be showing you. What I have here, you can see the mess. I have a jar. I mix like quinoa and brown rice and white rice all together. I do that for cost effectiveness because quinoa, although I get some I do the Success brand, which is like $2.50. But you know, rice this way is so much cheaper. So if you see what we've got here, we've got a mix of multigrain going in here. This will take about 20 minutes. It's 1 cup of my mixture, 1 cup anytime with quinoa or brown rice, to 2 cups of water. I put a little bit of, it's good to put a little bit of seasoning. I put a little bit of chicken bouillon in there. Probably should have been something else, but whatever. Put it on cook, and it just pops up when it's ready. I love this. I don't know why everyone doesn't have this. You drank the cooking wine? Don't do that. Okay. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you this. This is one of the best, a great home meal. And if you're pressed for time, I prep this, put it in the fridge, or put it in overnight, so you don't have to do anything. And it's all ready, it's the best feeling in the world. I actually so this is how cheap I am. And I'm going to teach you, if prices are ridiculous, and my politics will flow into this like nobody's business, but I'll try not to. But if you've been Christmas shopping, you've noticed like prices are out of control. So, I shop the sticker meats, which are, they're meats that are going to expire that day at the grocery store. So this stew meat was like $4 for, I think, like a pound and a half or two, something like that. So think about these things. All these add up. I get really hurt if I even waste I wasted $5 on sprinkles at Walmart because they were too expensive. I should have gone to Giant, and I'm so pissed. So, excuse my language. That's why I didn't make this kid friendly. So, if you guys could do me a favor, like I said, I have EDS and TOS. I am a homemaker because I'm disabled. So this is my channel on how I save money. I am not a trad wife because those girls are crazy, but I kind of am in a kind of liberal sense, but But so please like and follow for more meals. I'd be happy to share them. Again, today we made beef stew with stew meat was the first ingredient. You can season it with onion soup mix or the beef stew mix. You add a can of peeled potatoes, and you add fresh baby carrots. So they're $1, and celery, $2. I hate celery. And then I did some cooking wine. Again, this cooking wine is like amazing. Please get this. Anytime you make like spaghetti, you can add it, like anything at all. And then we're just going to serve this over rice. So that's my tip for today. I would say that this meal costs like, say like $4 for the meat, maybe $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 in total out of the rice, but that's probably like 50 cents. Honestly, if you do the rice my way and not the instant rice way, you'll save so much money. Get like a big whole grain bag of rice, okay? Get white rice, get quinoa, whatever you want, and mix them together. The white rice doesn't seem to go as well, but my point is, if you get them from the big bags, which a lot of like ethnic groups do this, like Latinos, Asian people, they get the big bags of rice. You get a bigger bag of rice, you're going to save so much money with the rice cooker. And the statistic shows that like all those this is crazy to think about, but all those time-saving things you do, are not actually saving you time. So like getting this long grain rice and putting it in the rice cooker for 20 minutes so I can cook around it actually um, saves you time. Um, so that's that. Please ask me any questions. I'll put the recipe in the comments if you would like it, and please give me a follow again, the Messy Chef, and I also do workouts and things for people. So I got my certification in personal training because I have a disability, and but it also applies to like a lot of people's problems. Like if you sit all the time, you're sedentary, you have back pain. So a lot of the exercises I have are for people that have back pain and things like that. So the channel is cooking and exercise. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. You guys have a great day. I want to say like blessed, but I hate that. So, yeah.